Down and 10, Tampa, no score. And Testaverde to throw on first down. Here comes Taylor. There goes Testaverde. That is the 41st sack. 41 given up by the Buck offense this year.
The big key to any Giant game, it appears, is always Lawrence Taylor. Here he is working against Paul Grubers. He comes out as the tight end releases on his pattern. And Lawrence Taylor, yesterday, Al Grove told us, the defensive coordinator, that he is still the Giants' most valuable player on defense because he is such a major factor. This is his 7th sack of the year. Now the center's Tony Mayberry, and again, to snap the ball on a silent count at home is really unusual.
Here's Mark Royal's punt. Dave Meggett is back to return it after a couple of weeks' absence, and he's got a big one underway. One man to beat. Touchdown, 45 yards, 75 yards. Bothered by bad ribs and a sore heel, so he did not return punts last week.
But he told us earlier in the year that he wants to go back to Hawaii, where he played in the Pro Bowl, and that's how you do it, by returning punts and being one of the most dangerous players in the NFL. David Meggett.
Officially mark it as a 70-yard return of a 45-yard punt. Matt Barr's extra point is up and good. The New York Giants, on a 70-yard punt return, have taken a 7-0 lead. Wearing number 70. First and 10, 7-0 New York leads. Final 2:15 of quarter number 1. Blitz is coming. Testaverde with problems. He can run fairly well, but not this time. Pepper Johnson with the tackle.
Last week against Atlanta, Testaverde had the ball knocked out of his hand for his safety by Robert Wilson. Again, there's a little mix-up in the backfield here as he fakes the ball to Reggie Cobb and goes down. Cobb trips him, and now all heck's breaking loose back there in the backfield as Banks misses. So he couldn't throw this ball because his shoulder pad is flopping around there. And now that probably will go down as a very short gain there for Testaverde, almost a sack for Pepper Johnson.
Officially over the course of the season, he's at 48%, but above that today. Play action. Avoids the rush of Leonard Marshall. Nobody open. Dorsey gets there first, and Marshall completes the 3rd Giant sack in the first half.
Marshall knows he's got to pick up the slack with LT on the sideline, and he picks up his 9.5 sack of the year.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We are tied at 7. Second down and 10. 1:12 to go. Testaverde. Good downfield coverage. This is a coverage sack. There was nobody open. Corey Miller, number 57, a part of it, and so was Pepper Johnson.
This is about 3 or 4 times now in a row that Testaverde's gone back to pass and not had his first option there.
Giants, 19 times they've been inside the 20 this year, and 12 times they have had to settle for field goals. They've got a 2nd and goal from the 5 right now. Marthin and Hampton in the backfield. Rodney Hampton. Touchdown, New York. That's his 9th rushing touchdown of the season.
A heck of a job of Hampton, realizing that he was laying on top of a Buccaneer, and at the end of the play, rolling over and getting in the end zone. Watch as he's hit at about the 2-yard line here. He'll land on top of Marty Carter, rolls the right way in for the score. A lot of power behind this right side with Carthon. and then the assist of Marty Carter.
Hampton now with 28 yards on 11 carries, and Matt Barr on to try the extra point.
Ruling on the field. The runner touched the player on the ground and rolled into the end zone. Touchdown.
But the play is being reviewed. I knew we couldn't get through the day without one.
Well, it was reviewed, and the play stands. It was reviewed by Chuck Heberling in the box. I'm not sure why. Obviously a touchdown. Rolled on top of the defender into the end zone for the score.
Ingram will hold in place of Hostetler, and Matt Barr's extra point is up and through. Rodney Hampton's touchdown on 2nd and goal from the 5 has given the Giants the lead.
As much as they did Testaverde.
2nd down and 18. 14-7 Giants lead. Testaverde has now been sacked 7 times. 7.
We talked about his injury problems this year as he grabs for his left ankle. Carl Banks is on the ground now with an injury.
My gracious.
This is unbelievable. Here's Banks at the top of the screen here. Check out what happens to him as he comes on the stunt. And it looks like Ian Beckles might have rolled up on the back of his leg as well. This is unbelievable. 4
Giants are already out of the game. Carl Banks doesn't want much help as he heads to the sideline.
I feel real confident in pregame warmups.
14-14 ball game, 22 seconds left. For the season, Matt Barr has been outstanding. 19 of 23. Now in his 14th year. And it would be a 47-yarder with the win if the Giants don't gain another yard. Sims for Baker. Caught! Touchdown! And how good do you think Phil Sims feels?
And how about his teammates? Leonard Marshall. But again, the Giants pick on the youngster Alonzo Hampton. Stephen Baker gets him for a touchdown here. And welcome back, Phil Sims.
90 yards. The final 30 to Stephen Baker. And it took all of 125.
Here is Hampton 22. Baker just outruns him. Flat and simple, perfect pass. And the Giants get a rare touchdown pass.
Stephen Baker over Alonzo Hampton. And then a nice touch as Stephen Baker gets up, heads to the end zone, and hands it to a man in a wheelchair.
You wouldn't expect a guy with his experience and his advanced age to react like that, but here's the guy that Baker gives the ball to. A real touch of class.
Now, John Elway was fined by this league for doing the self-same thing the second game in the season. $1,000. How dare they?
They won't dare fine Stephen Baker.